Don't peel it off.
Why?
Because I like it.
So why are we getting rid of it then? When I met Kelly, it was her smile and her laugh that attracted me to her.
I wasn't very keen on telling him how old I was because I liked him at that point.
I said, good grief, I didn't know what sex was at 14.
Every single boy that I've been out with has been older than me.
I knew what was right, I knew what was real. This is what we felt. Think what you like.
Sixteen-year-old Kelly met boyfriend Dan 2 years ago when she was still living with her mum and in year 10 at school. Now they're parents to 1-year-old Natasha.
I was thinking just like baby pink.
Pale pink.
Baby pink.
Yeah, pale pink.
No, not pale pink, baby pink.
Like that pink.
No, more like that pink.
I've always been worried about Kelly because she's always been very sexually aware at a very young age. I'd say 14, she really experienced life.
I'd only had 4 or 5, maybe 6 short-term relationships. And then I met Dan. I was 14 when we met.
Were you?
It was just before my birthday. So I was practically 15.
Yeah.
He was 21 when I met him, which I didn't think was too bad. 21, that's the highest I'd ever go.
You need to give them one of them colours and they can mix one of them colours.
Well, no, because you just say I want baby pink.
No, you have to choose one of them. And they
Yeah, but I don't know what one baby pink is.
Well, that's why you...
Yeah, I know.
I developed really strong feelings, pretty much straight away. So people trying to deter me away didn't really work.
Both their parents had expressed their worries about the age gap.
I thought he was a really nice guy when I met him. I was very concerned about the age.
When Daniel said he was seeing this girl called Kelly, we thought very nice, and he brought her over to us. And then my daughter told me that she was 14, and I went absolutely ballistic.
But boys being boys, I didn't listen to my parents.
She didn't tell me how old he was, but when I saw him, I knew he weren't
he looks older
15,
than
16.
He
He does.
It's not a good thing.
He doesn't look 24. He looks about 30.
But you look at some of the lads that are out there, Kelly's age, and what they do and what they get up to. He's actually a very nice guy and he's very level-headed.
I don't think the age difference matters.
No, they're at the same sort of maturity, so it's not really got anything to do with age.
When Dan and Kelly met, Dan was 21, living with his parents and had started work full-time as an electrician.
Daniel had quite a few girlfriends who did, about his age.
The girls I've been out with are around my age, a year or two younger. But Kelly's definitely the youngest. We were happy. That's all that mattered.
3 months into their relationship, the couple suspected Kelly might be pregnant.
We knew something wasn't right because she was putting on weight, so we thought we'd do a test anyway.
When I saw the positive on the pregnancy test, I cried straight away because I just thought, oh my God, Dan's just going to go, he's just going to walk.
There's so many emotions, good and bad.
And he just said straight away, I'm not going to go anywhere, don't worry, I'm here for you.
I just thought at that moment, oh my God, she's pregnant. She's 15 and pregnant. She's not finished school. I was gutted.
I felt a bit more better about it when Daniel said, look, no matter what happens, I'm going to stick by her, which I thought was good, because a lot of blokes just walk away.
I felt ready. Wasn't sure if she felt ready, but she soon convinced me she was.
I thought she was mad when I first found out. She was barely 15, and 15-year-olds should be I don't know.
Running around the streets, getting drunk, causing trouble.
Not looking after little kids.
In a recent study, the NSPCC found that 47% of teenage girls have older boyfriends. But because Kelly was under 16 at the time, the current law stated that Dan could face up to 2 years in jail.
Someone reported Dan to some kind of agency or something.
And had social services and the police come to my door. So I just fell apart, really.
Would I have a criminal record? Am I going to lose my job? So I was quite worried.
And once I'd explained everything and they'd talked to Kelly, I had to sign a document to say that I'd give Kelly permission. And then social services wrote to me and said there would be no more action.
Dan then moved in with Kelly and her mum, and 4 months later their daughter Natasha was born.
Dan doesn't smile, he has the same face all the time. And this massive grin across his face. And it was just like, he looked at me and was like, ah.
Kelly and Dan were still living with her mum when they finally heard they were getting a council flat for them and their 4-month-old daughter.
Everything seemed to be calming down. We got our own place. We got all the stuff. We're taking day by day, and then we find out she's pregnant again.
I'd actually had a funny feeling that something went right, and we were chatting about like having kids like at a later stage. Dan was saying that he's not ready to have another kid, and then like the day after I'm pregnant, it's like whoa.
Around the time of finding out, I was very distant to Kelly. I couldn't come to terms with her having another one so soon.
I think when you find out you're pregnant, you're supposed to be like happy. It's supposed to be a good thing, and he was like gutted.
Although Kelly left school with 11 GCSEs just after Natasha was born, she is now a stay-at-home mum.
I suppose I am being a housewife, and I do enjoy it because I don't work for money. Like Dan works and he pays for everything. That's my way of like repaying him, keeping the house tidy, looking after Natasha, cooking his dinner, even like running a bath for Dan. Like for when he gets in from work, I'll run him a bath, put beer on the side of the bath. He'll come in and be like, oh thanks babe, and then I'll cook his dinner. I'm cooking a roast dinner tonight. I kind of know what I'm doing. I've done it a couple of times. I don't cover it either. Just because I keep forgetting to go and buy some foil. That's my own fault though. So, 50 minutes. Sit there for mummy. Oh my god. I just set the cooker on fire like the chicken. I don't know. Kebab tonight, yeah? Huh?
I don't think it's important for her to cook and clean. It would be nice for her to keep on top of it, but I'm always going to come home at the end of the day. So if it needs doing, I'll do it.
Bang, bang. It's not there yet.
Sometimes we stand there for like half an hour because I swear I hear Dan. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, is it?
Look. Is that your daddy?
I don't expect much from her. I know her age, so having to look after a baby and be pregnant, it's a lot to ask for.
You're quiet now, Daddy's home.
Daddy's girl.
Yeah.
The next day, Kelly goes to visit her friend and fellow stay-at-home mum, 24-year-old Jenny.
I don't know, that's what I remember as a kid. My mum always baking with me. We always did that. It was a Sunday thing. We baked.
Mum never baked with me.
Didn't she?
I know Jenny through her little sister actually, and I knew she had a baby, and then when I got pregnant, I started going to young mums. Jenny was the only person that I really kind of knew, and then now she's one of my best mates, I'd say. Yeah, after yesterday, I won't be going near an oven again.
Why? Oh, yeah. You set fire.
A lot of my friends are more Dan's age, just because like I have friends with children now. I'd much prefer to socialise for Natasha rather than myself.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather go and see her group of mates than see mine. Speaking to people my own age, like, oh, what are you doing the weekend? Oh, I'm going out and getting drunk. It's like, oh, have fun. Good luck. I won't miss the hangover.
When she turns 18, the freedom she's lost being a teenager, I think she's going to go out, think, actually, I enjoy this, and go out every weekend. Because that's what I was like. My social life at the moment is very minimal. All my times with Natasha now. I know. I'm pretty sure I can find another job. I'm quite confident.
If you work out on, the bottom, how much you're actually going to get from today, like how many weeks? I'm hoping that having Dan around more will be a positive thing, but then I can't stand to live with myself, so I'm just going to drive him nuts. Have you got any phone bills and stuff? Hello. Hello. Hello.
I'm saying that to you.
No, I'm talking to you. I think it's going to put some pressure on our relationship, because I don't believe that a relationship can work when you're with each other 24 hours a day.
A month later, and Dan still hasn't found a new job, but he and Kelly are determined it won't affect Natasha's first birthday.
Financially, we did struggle quite a lot, and we actually borrowed some money just to make sure that Tasha actually had stuff to open at Christmas and on her birthday.
They've gone to a play centre with Kelly's friends from the Young Mums group.
I don't think we're missing out on anything. Like, it would just be nice just to be able to buy that extra bit of food or something, or the extra treat for Natasha.
We've got a wheelbarrow.
As the weeks go by without any work, Dan gets out even less and is now at home full-time with Kelly and Natasha.
I think over time, if I was to be off work permanently, we'd end up killing each other. The days go longer. We seem to annoy each other more.
Sometimes we do like shout at each other, don't we? Like, oh, just shut up, leave me alone.
But you shout at me.
Yeah, but I'm pregnant, I'm allowed to.
That's not an excuse.
So you just think I'm a bitch then?
I never said that.
You just blatantly did, just in your own words.
No. I said it's got nothing to do with the hormones.
With him not working, it's like anybody. If you're together 24/7, you just want to get away.
Do you think it's an excuse?
No.
No, you just lay yourself on a plate ready to be bloody cut up, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I can't experience it because I'm not a woman, so.
No, he'll never understand because he doesn't listen.
I do listen.
Things can be improved if I can go out more.
You're going bowling.
Next week, Dan is planning a rare night. He's celebrating his 24th birthday.
But instead of going to a bowling centre that doesn't have an age limit after a certain time, you go to the one that does. You could easily have changed your plans and made them so that I could come too, but you won't.
I never think, do I? I never listen, I never think.
I worry about their relationship because a lot's happened in a short period of time, and now the pressure of losing a job as well.
As if being together 24/7 isn't enough, there are some medical concerns about Kelly's second pregnancy.
A couple of weeks ago, I rang the midwife and that she diagnosed me with an SPD. It's something to do with your pelvis bone and your hip bones get loose, so they grind together, and it's very painful. Dan has to help me even get off the sofa. He kind of does all the tidying up and stuff now. So I'm like living a dream life.
Just wants this, wants that, do this, do that. She's got this phrase, "Can you help me?" which means, do it for me.
Where's your baby? Where's your baby? Dan, will you give her a baby?
Are you happy, Dan?
Yes, in a way. No, in others. I don't know, I just feel trapped sometimes. I sound depressed, don't I? No, I'm fine.
Between decorating and looking after Kelly, Dan is also trying to fill in job applications. He's managed to get an interview for next week.
I want to get this job more than winning the lottery. Start earning proper money again. Just get out.
Smell the lemon, and now take the lemon and sink your teeth into it. Be aware of the juices. Feel
Kelly
them
is less than
run
2
through
months
the
away
mouth.
from giving birth to her second baby.
Does it? Okay, put your left hand, okay, on your tummy, and you.
And me.
Yeah, you're going to do it as well, okay? Put your right hand up here, sort of just where you can feel your breathing. She's about 32 weeks pregnant and had her first baby at our local unit. This time she sort of talked about the fact that she was quite fearful in her last birth.
And I'm just scared I'm going to have a humongous baby and not be able to push it out. It's going to get stuck.
And I decided that maybe it would be really nice for her to have a taste of something called hypnobirthing.
Hypnobirthing is a combination of relaxation and breathing techniques. This and her choice of a water birth will help manage Kelly's labour pains.
So you're going to learn to do that breathing because we want to oxygenate your uterus. And in labour, sometimes you forget to do that, and Dan can say, right, okay, come on, we're going to do that calm breathing. Let's start doing it, okay?
I'm just fed up now. I just want the baby out. And you're the same, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we're bickering a bit more than what we was, but that's understandable.
It's Dan's 24th birthday. Earlier in the week he had a job interview, and in the post this morning, along with birthday cards, is a letter from a potential employer.
We regret that you have not been selected on this occasion and wish you well in your search for work. We will keep your CV on our files and you will be considered for any future positions. Yours sincerely. Bit of a bummer. I'm not sure. I'll just keep putting my CV out. See what I can get.
On the plus side, Dan has his birthday celebrations to distract him. After a row about it last week, Dan and Kelly have decided to do their own thing tonight.
I've invited a few of my school friends over for a bit of a reunion. Just thought it was about time I met up with them again. If you just singed my hair?
No.
Don't lie to me. Did you really?
No, it's fine. She doesn't like me going out because she's always on the phone to me.
The last time he actually went out, I fell asleep for 2 hours, and when I woke up, it was like an hour after he told me he'd be home, and I rang him 25 times, and then I was texting, and he phoned me. I was like, "You're right, oh, I'm just leaving, I'm perfectly normal." And I'm like, "Are you all right? Oh my God, I thought you were dead."
Even if I go to town or something, she'll constantly text me, "What time are you going home? How long are you going to be? What are you doing?"
I think the worst always, but then it's just because I care so much. I don't feel myself when I'm not around him. Like, he is me, he's part of me. So, like, to split us up just makes you feel a bit lonely and...
Be good for mummy.
Text me when you're there, won't you?
Yeah.
While Dan is out with his dad and friends, Kelly is having a night in with her old schoolmates.
Natasha, what's this?
My mum might be there.
Oh, she was going yesterday, she was going, like that.
I was looking out for you.
We knew Kelly wanted another one of you, didn't we? Yeah. Didn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if she got pregnant again after this one either. No, it wouldn't surprise me. 3 of you running around.
Turn around and say I'm going out, and he's like, fine, I'm going out too. So yeah, whatever.
I've never really had the opportunity to go out. But I've always been pregnant, haven't I, really?
Hello?
Dan.
How'd you turn the heating off?
Turn the dial round.
Having a night off from Kelly is it's quite relaxing. Being that she's only phoned me 3 times, I think she has had a good night. I hope she's having a nice time.
Are you alright getting down the stairs?
Yeah, I'm all done.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
I feel much more happier as, like, just because I've seen all my friends.
It's quite nice to get out. Should do it more often, really.
What I do every day is look after Natasha and I don't focus on my social life. So I think I will try and meet up with my friends a little bit more often than once a year. Oh no.
The socialising will have to wait because 3 weeks later, Kelly and Dan's second baby is on her way.
Okay, shoulders are floppy. That's hard. He's drink.
3 days overdue, Kelly has now been in labour for 4 hours. With her hypnobirthing music on, Kelly is trying to put every technique she's learnt into practice.
Excited, yeah. Feeling excited. I know what to expect this time.
Dan's fantastic because she very much needs him there. He is her rock, I think. So I've told him if he wants to get in the pool with her, he's very welcome too. We encouraged Daz to get in, and I have said at any stage, do just go in. Coming down that U-bend, okay? Does this rocking motion, that's all normal. Well done, Kelly, fantastic. Let her come, that's fantastic. Lovely, little pushes now, no big pushes, little nudges. Fantastic, Kelly. Oh, here we go.
Well done.
Happy birthday, Luca.
Well done.
I'm proud of Kelly. It does bring you closer, giving birth. It's a sense of, it's something you've both made. It's something, it's unique. It's hard to explain. it's a good feeling. We should start the relationship as if we first met. She was pregnant quite soon after we met. So her hormones went all over the place. I didn't really understand her. She didn't understand me. So hopefully now we can enjoy a normal life.
2 weeks later, Kelly is back at home with baby Aaliyah. With a partner and 2 young children to look after, Dan receives some well-timed news.
I'm over the moon about getting a new job. Start bringing some proper money now. Get back to do what I enjoy doing. And be happy.
And Kelly is making her own plans for the future.
I've got a college interview about a beauty course that I've applied for. It would be nice to set a good example for the girls, because I know they've got a high chance of being teenage parents themselves. I can prove them that just because you're a teenage parent doesn't mean that you have to be nobody. You can make something of yourself. I'm quite looking forward to just being Kelly, not pregnant Kelly. It's like meeting each other again for the first time type thing.
I think the age gap between us is starting to show.